So, hello and welcome to the new format of teaching you some engineering vocabulary. If people like it and there's a demand, maybe I do some live recordings or live streaming. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, it's very important for me. And also these lessons will be made available on my website, derekreddy.de, and there you have the chance to listen to yourself speaking the words and phrases. These will build up so that you can watch a video of somebody, a native speaker, using all these words. Let's have a look at today's word. Today's word is overhaul. Overhaul. And overhaul can be used as a verb or a noun. Let's have a look at its meaning. Overhaul means to take apart and repair something in order to make it work better. And that's the important thing, is that we're making something better. So overhaul in an engineering term is used mainly with engines and motors and systems, but overhaul does have a wider use and can be used for many things where we're doing something to make it work better. Let's have a look then as a verb. And we can say the mechanic overhauled the engine. So notice here with the ed ending, it's a regular verb. So it has an ed ending. So if it happened in the past, we could say the mechanic overhauled the engine. If it's something the mechanic always does, because it's his job, for example, then we put an S on the end. Remember, with he or she or it, we put an S on the end of the verb, so the mechanic overhauls engines. If the mechanic is doing it now, as we speak, we can use the mechanic is overhauling the engine. And this structure we can also use for a future tense. But let's have a look at two future tenses. We can say the mechanic will overhaul the engine tomorrow or the next day. And we can also use the mechanic is going to overhaul the engine next Wednesday at 7 a.m. Let's have a look at how we use it as a noun. Well, we can simply say the engine needs an overhaul. And here we have to use the article an because the word overhaul begins with a vowel. Vowels are A, E, I, O and U. So the engine needs an overhaul. Let's have a look at some combinations that we can use with the word overhaul. The first thing we'll look at is an adjective with the word overhaul. So here we're using overhaul as a noun. The adjectives that are mainly used then with the noun are the words complete, major, massive, thorough. So we can say a sentence like this: 10 years before needing a complete overhaul or replacement. Such a change could be done only as part of a major overhaul of the VW. Dropbox is getting a massive overhaul. It wants to be the centre of your workflow. Your car really needs a thorough overhaul. So there's the adjective plus overhaul. And these are the main combinations that we use in a noun. Let's have a look at another combination. This time with the adverbs plus overhaul. So here we're using overhaul as a verb. And our major or mostly used adverbs are drastically, radically, completely and thoroughly. Let's have a look at some sentences. Manchester United prepare to drastically overhaul their squad. So we've taken the opportunity to radically overhaul this feature. We have to change every network device, firewalls, routers, switches, and completely overhaul the software that is used. It is a good safety measure to thoroughly overhaul the braking system. So there you see the combinations of adverbs plus overhaul, and these are the main ones that are used together. So the last combination is the verb plus overhaul. And the most common verbs that go with the word overhaul are have, undergo, to give something, and to need. Let's have a look at these in our model sentences. Our website had an overhaul. In several phases, T1 has undergone or will undergo overhaul work. Strip the lathe to its last nut and bolt and give it an overhaul. If the engine is broken or needs an overhaul. So that's how we use overhaul as a verb and a noun, and you've also learnt some of the verbs and adjectives and adverbs that go with the word overhaul. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to check out my website derrickreddy.de, where you can learn with more interactive quizzes and learn how to speak the words for yourself. Thanks for watching. Bye.